Hi guys, how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing amazing, and I hope God is protecting each and every one of you. As for me, I'm doing great, and today I'm excited. We also have another sit down, guys. Whenever I have sit downs like this, I feel so excited because I feel like this is the time I get to share with you one on one. And this question has been asked by a lot of you guys, and I'm like, why not? Okay, if you don't know me, my name is Harriet Anabo. I'm a content creator from Kampala, Uganda. So kindly check me out on my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about these two countries, which is Kenya and Rwanda. And the question goes, Kenya or Rwanda, where would you rather be? That's the question. So today I'll break down the two countries and share my thoughts. Then I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section as well too. For the people who have been in Rwanda, maybe you can drop a comment and let me know. But according to my research, everything I'm going to talk about in this video is according to my research. I did a lot of research about this topic. And I've been to Kenya for 6 months to 7, so I have a little bit of experience about Kenya. But Rwanda, I've never been there, though I've heard a lot of things about Rwanda. I've had people who have gone to Rwanda and they have given me the experiences. So yeah, if you've been there, drop a comment. For those ones actually who don't know Rwanda is located in East Africa, and the capital city of Rwanda is Kigali. Yeah, which is ranked as one of the safest in Africa. Let me know in the comment section, but according to my research, this is what I researched about. Travelers can explore with their confidence during the day, but like any urban environment, it's wise to exercise caution at night. This is what I always talk about. Kigali was a trade center after 1895 during the German colonial administration and became a regional center during the Belgium colonial period. That is around 1919 to 1962. Yeah, I think that is when they gained their independence. Yeah, it became the capital city upon Rwanda's independence in 1962. Let's start with the cost of living in Kigali, Rwanda. It can be actually surprisingly affordable, especially for budget travelers who can find low-cost hostels and enjoy cheap street food, though prices vary by location and lifestyle. While the city offers options for luxury, a smart traveler can experience its cultural attractions and stunning landscapes without overspending, making it possible to live or visit on a budget by utilizing affordable apartments and street food. Yeah. So guys, like any other city that you can go to, because I mean Kigali is the capital city of Rwanda. Like any other city, if you go to Nairobi, Kenya, it's the same thing. So I feel like there are those places that are also cheap in Rwanda. Yeah, according to my research. And if you wanna get any type of accommodation, you can still get it in Rwanda. If you want to stay in a hostel, if you're that person who travels on a budget, there are also hostels that are really, really affordable in Chicago. Let me talk about the accommodation. Rent prices vary depending on the area. This is what I always talk about. Whenever you go to a place and you are that person who enjoys high-end places, of course, the rent there or the money you pay for that place is going to be expensive compared to a place that you go and it's not so expensive. So it depends on the area where you're staying. Okay, yeah, with some affordable apartments available for budget conscious travelers, especially for budget conscious travelers, there are also those apartments that you can actually rent out in Rwanda at an affordable price. Okay, let me talk about the food. Street food is affordable option for budget travelers. That person who enjoys street foods, I feel like Rwanda is known for street foods. Um, like if you want to experience the variety of foods, just go out to the streets, because most of the time the videos I watch, I see people showcasing street foods of Rwanda. So I feel like they're very, very tasty, especially if you're moving on a low budget, if you're a budget traveler. But if other person actually who also enjoys fancy restaurants, they're also there in Rwanda. Talk of Boho restaurant, talk of Repub Lounge. There are also those fancy places. Kigali offers both high-end and budget-friendly experiences, so the overall cost will depend on your lifestyle choices and how you plan your trip. This is what I always talk about. If you go to Rwanda, or if you go to any other place, or if you go to Nairobi, Kenya, or if you go to Rwanda, Kigali, it is all the same, guys. It depends on your choices. If you don't want to go to a place that is shagarabagala, or a place that is for low income earners, you can also go to those according to your choice, guys. So there is each and every lifestyle there. Okay, Yeah, according to your trip. If you've budget your trip and you want to be luxurious, there are also those luxurious places. I think when I searched online, I saw a place called Serena Hotel, which is also in Kigali, which is also here in Uganda. I also saw it in I think in Kenya as well too. So if you want to stay in places like that, according to your choice, according to your pocket or according to your lifestyle, you can still get it in Rwanda. So it still gives you every side. Okay, so don't be like, oh, I think Rwanda is expensive. I think actually when you go online and search about Kigali, Rwanda, it's one of the countries that is really really affordable, just like Uganda. Let me also talk about Nairobi, Kenya. Let me talk about also the cost of living there. When you talk about the cost of living in Nairobi, Kenya, I talk of the housing. I think it all goes back like the same way I've explained to Rwanda, that is Kigali. Yeah, it is the same thing, guys. It gives you every type of vibe. I always talk about Kenya and I tell people Kenya is that one country that everyone would want to visit. If you're that person who enjoys trendy restaurants, cafes, nightlife, places like Alchemist, K1, art cafes, stylish people, fashion forward youth, Afrobeat and Benga, they're all there. So it gives you every type of vibe that you would want to have. Okay, that is Nairobi, Kenya for you. The same thing with housing, guys. I feel like it depends on where you wanna stay. Yeah, according to your choice, of course, the choice of lifestyle and all that. So I feel like it is the same thing that I've been talking about. Yeah, so though when I talk about Kenya is kind of expensive. Me, when I went there, it was really expensive for me. But it also gives you every type of vibe that you want to have. If you want to stay in a place that is not so high end, there are also places like that. There are places like Kilimani, places like Kileresha, Westlands that are really high end, very expensive places. So it also gives you those kinds of, according to your wallet. The foods, me, when I was in Kenya, I enjoyed more of the street food. Kenyans are known to be people who eat a lot of ugali and sukuma wiki. That's their food. Just like here in Uganda, matoke, we are known for matoke in Uganda. So, so you can still have, if you want to have fast foods, there are also restaurants that do fast foods. Talk of CJ's, that is Cafe Java's. Talk of KFC. There are also those trendy restaurants. I also went to a restaurant actually which has robots. It's called a Robot Cafe. Yeah, I don't know if that place is in Kilereshwa. I've kind of forgotten. Drop a comment and let me know. But I went to that place and I was like, wow, where am I? So Kenya will always wow you. Like you always be like, wow, 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 because you have each and every experience. The fancy lifestyle. Every kind of experience. Yeah. When I talk about the transportation, I think it was fair. Yeah, because Kenya is that one place that you can go to actually and you don't even spend like a lot of money on transportation. Because talk of the matatus, they have matatus whereby they can go to every place. You can go to every place using a matatu, which is not so expensive, around 100 bob, 60 bob, 80 bob, very very cheap. So I think it's the same thing with Rwanda. If you wanna travel cheap, you can as well travel cheap. So there are also options like that. But again, if you're a traveler and you wanna travel maybe safe, I would recommend Uber. I always talk about this in every place that I go to. Even I think it's the same thing with Rwanda. I think Uber, someone can travel well safely when you use an Uber and all that. So I feel like Uber is the best option everywhere you go if you wanna travel cheap. Even in Nairobi, Kenya, there are Ubers. But if you wanna travel local, you can use the matatus, because you cannot go to Nairobi, Kenya and you don't try out the matatu experience. Kenya is known to be that place for matatu culture, so why not? And I think that is why most travelers go to Nairobi, Kenya, because of the matatus and all that. Yeah, let me talk about the safety and cleanliness. Rwanda is known for being very clean. Kenya has bustling and busy city. Guys, I always talk about this and I tell people there is no place that is 100% safe. This is the same thing I'll keep on saying. I'm not saying that Rwanda is also 100% safe. It's not 100% safe. The same thing with Kenya. So, but it's known to be one of the cleanest in the whole of Africa. Yeah, it has that. Let me know if you've ever been to Rwanda. And Kenya, of course, is that country that is known for bustling and hustling. People there work so hard. Actually, they remind me of where I come from. They remind me of Uganda. So whenever I be in Kenya, I be like, I'm still in Uganda, because it still gives me kind of the same vibe. People there are real hustlers. They really work so hard, you know. Because again, you cannot stay in Kenya when you don't have money. It's very, very expensive staying in Kenya when you're not working. That is why you find people in Kenya have literally 2 jobs to 3 in a day. Someone goes for work in the morning, lunchtime, and at night they're going somewhere to work. That is Kenya for you. Very, very expensive country. So it's known for, it's a busy city and a bustling country, you know. Yeah. Let me talk about the infrastructures. When I talk about the infrastructures, I think Kenya is top notch. I've always given this to Kenya. I've always told people, just go to Kenya. You see what we call about infrastructures. Talk of the skyscrapers, they have like a lot to offer. I've also searched about Rwanda, and I also saw they have like skyscrapers, one of the cleanest cities, infrastructure top notch. The roads are also nice in Kigali, Rwanda. They really have smooth roads, but I give it up to Kenya. Kenya has got the best. Don't even come for me, but according to me, this is what I think. Let me also talk about the internet. I've been to Kenya, and the internet was really cheap and very fast. Very cheap internet. Kenya is that place whereby in an hour you can get something um like they have data of 1 hour, 2 hours, like literally they have cheap data and very fast. And Kenya is a place whereby you can find Wi-Fi literally everywhere, in the parks, restaurants, shopping malls, supermarkets. You find internet, you find Wi-Fi. That is Kenya for you. Transportation, I give it up to them. All right, guys, let me also talk about the opportunities, jobs and business opportunities. Kenya's economy is larger, more diverse, while Rwanda is emerging fast with tech and investments. There is ease of starting a business. I think in Kenya there is really ease of starting a business, guys. Let me even not lie. Tourism and travel experiences. Yeah. So literally there are jobs and business opportunities in both places, both Rwanda and Kenya. Yeah. Let me talk about the culture and people. Guys, when I talk about the culture and people, since I've been to Kenya, I've experienced it, and I've seen how people behave there. But the people in Kenya, they're really hospitable, very warm, very welcoming, very loving. And if they get to know that you're actually not from the country, the love that they will show you, incredible. Okay, so I've never been to Rwanda, but I feel like there are also friendly people there. There is hospitality and friendliness, I think, in the two countries. Yeah. The language, Kenya, they speak Swahili and English, while Rwanda, they speak Kinyarwanda, English, and French. Yeah. The food, there is food, music, and cultural identity. So I feel like in both places they have both similarities, both in Rwanda and Kenya. They have both similarities. Like, I give it up to both the countries. I've never been to Rwanda, but I've spoke to Rwandese, so I know how they are. They're really friendly people as well too. So yeah, that's it. Let me also talk about the urban life. When I talk about the urban life, Nairobi is a big city with nightlife, tech hub. I've talked about this like a lot of times, guys. If you're the person who enjoys nightlife, you also receive it in Kenya, Nairobi. By now, you'll know that Nairobi is one of the biggest cities that we have here. Nairobi is the only city actually that has a national park within the city. I've never seen that anywhere in the world. So, I mean, if you want to see a national park in the city, just go to Nairobi, Kenya. You have the biggest experience ever, you know. So I give it up to Kenya. It's a big city. If you have ever been to Kenya, you know what I'm talking about. Very big city with a lot of opportunities, a lot of people, you know. Yeah. Kigali is organized, quiet, clean, and safe. Yeah. Kigali, actually, when you search about the safety of Kigali is that one place that is very, very safe. Like, people talk about the safety of Kigali, and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to visit and check it out, because even when you check on Google, it will still show you that it is one of the safest countries in the whole of Africa, in Africa. So it is also organized, known to be very quiet. People there are just pole pole, like very simple people. If you wanna have the best experiences when you go to Nairobi, if you're tourist or if you're traveler, don't miss going to the Nairobi National Park. Don't miss going to the Giraffe Center. There is also Karen Blisen Museum, Karura Forest. I mean, people just do bird watching there. You can just ride your bicycle within the forest. It's an amazing experience. There is one of the biggest waterfalls inside the forest. There's also the Masai Market as well. I've been to the Masai Market when I was in Nairobi. So don't miss going to places like that. Don't also miss going to view Nairobi at a 360 angle. You have to visit the KICC rooftop for views, guys. It has got the best views. If you want to see Nairobi at a 360, don't miss going to KICC. And again, when I talk about Rwanda, they have also got tourist attractions. Talk of the museums. There is a King's Palace Museum in Nyanza. There is the Culture Village for traditional dances and crafts. There is the Kandat. Is it Kandat House Museum? Yeah, places like that, guys. You can also go and visit them in Rwanda. There's a Kigali Genocide Memorial, Nyamata Genocide Memorial, places like that in Rwanda. So I think Rwanda is known for a lot of culture sites, like a lot of history. Rwanda has got like a lot of history. So if you're that person who enjoys museums and all that, I give it up to Rwanda. So I feel like they're both cities, guys, you can visit seriously. I've never been to Rwanda, but very soon I'll be there because there's a lot that they talk about Rwanda, and why not? So anytime I'll be there and I will share with you my culture shocks when I reach in Rwanda and all that, my experiences. So for the people who really want to visit the two places, I think you should visit both the places because they don't have a lot of changes. I think I've talked about each and everything in this video. If I've left out anything, drop a comment and let me know your personal opinion. But according to me, according to the research that I did, I think this is what I got to know. But in both the countries or in both the cities, that is Kigali and Nairobi, I don't think there is much difference there. Though Kigali is known to be more of culture, like culture places and all that. The same thing with Nairobi. There are a lot of touristic areas, a lot of tourist attractions and all that. So, yeah. And again, if you want to experience both the cities, they're all nice cities, very nice cities, very, very nice cities. Yeah. So guys, drop a comment. If I've left out anything on this video, you can let me know in the comment section. But I think according to my research, this is what I researched about. And according to my experience when I went to Nairobi, Kenya, I think I've always been sharing with you guys about my experiences in Nairobi, Kenya. And I really had an amazing experience, and I always want to go back and go back and go because it is one country that is very, very addictive. So drop a comment and let me know, as you, where would you rather be in both the two countries? Is it Rwanda or Kenya? Let me know in the comment section. So anyways, guys, that was it for this video. If you've watched me from beginning to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate. And again, if you don't know me, kindly check me out, subscribe on my YouTube channel. Yeah, if you're new here, you're most welcome to Team Harriet's YouTube channel. And that was it, guys, for this video. I will see you in the next one. I love you all. Love is for free. Share the love. Bye bye.